Welcome to the tutorial on the New York City REMAC CME-based re-credentialing process. My name is Joseph Ranieri with the Regional EMS Council of New York City. As you may be aware, in 2022, the New York City REMAC Certification and Credentialing Committee approved to remove the New York City REMAC refresher exam from the New York City REMAC credentialing process. Moving forward, certified New York City REMAC Paramedics will only be required to submit their required continued medical education hours in order to be approved for New York City REMAC re-credentialing. Today, we will review this new process, as it will be entirely managed through the new New York City REMSCO learning management system. As you can see, I have the login page for the LMS pulled up, and we're going to log into the system and review the New York City REMAC re-credentialing process. So we're going to get logged in, and that'll bring us to our dashboard. If you require a full tutorial on how to utilize the REMSCO LMS, go to our YouTube page and you will find a full tutorial video on how to utilize all the functions we will be previewing in this tutorial. For today, we are only going to focus on reviewing the New York City Paramedic re-credentialing process. When you log into the system and you go to My Courses, you should see the New York City REMAC CME-based re-credentialing learning path assigned to you. If you do not have this learning path assigned to you, contact your agency training coordinator, and they can assist you in this matter. We're going to launch the learning path, and this will show us the steps of renewing our New York City REMAC. Carefully review the instructions that are in the learning path, as they may be updated from the time of this video's recording. In general, the New York City REMAC re-credentialing process will consist of 4 steps. The first steps including completing all of the New York City regional protocol updates that are required, and they'll be listed here in step 1. Step 2 will consist of recording all of your CME hours as required by the CNC manual. At the time of this recording, the CME hourly requirements consisted of a minimum of 36 hours of Category A Physician-Directed Call Review CME and 36 hours of Category B Alternative Source or Elective CME. You'll be utilizing various tools to record your CME within the LMS, and we'll go over that process shortly. Step 3 will include uploading your letter from your medical director, verifying that you've completed all of the REMAC CNC requirements. And then finally, step 4 is requesting approval from the New York City REMAC liaison to approve renewal of your REMAC credentials. Let's review each step now, one by one. Coming back to step 1, we see the regional protocol updates. Currently, the only updates that are required in the system are the 2022 ALS protocol update, and we could see that here. You'll find a link to the update that you can click on to proceed to that course. You should also see the 2022 ALS protocol update as part of your My Courses. You should see that learning path listed, as I do here. And as you can see, I have all the components of the protocol update listed on my dashboard. Coming back to the REMAC learning path. Once you've completed each step in the path, you'll notice that a check mark will indicate that you've done that step. So as we can see, I've already completed step 1 of this. I've already done my protocol updates. For step 2, you'll be recording your CME hours into the LMS system. And that can be done one of a couple of ways. The first and most obvious step is taking courses within the LMS itself. If you go to our course catalog, you'll see a number of trainings that are available to you to take that are approved for generally for Category B CME. Protocol updates are generally approved for Category A CME. Any courses that you take within the LMS itself are obviously automatically recorded as part of your transcript. The second way that you can record CME hours into your transcript is through the events tool. We are working hard with regional CME providers within the region, such as our hospital partners and course sponsors, for them to post their CME events on this calendar. You can register for upcoming CME utilizing the My Events tool, and any events that you attend and are registered in this calendar will automatically be recorded within the LMS by the events administrator. So all you'll need to do is attend the event, and the administrator for that event will ensure that your records get updated. Finally, the third way that you can submit CME records into the system is utilizing the additional training tool. The additional training tool is to record any training that you've done outside of the LMS. This may include any seminars that you may have attended or lectures, or recording your AHA credential documents, such as your ACLS provider certification, right? Various trainings that may have been approved for CME credits, but have not been listed within the LMS itself. You can upload those credentials using the additional training tool. Please note any records that you submit utilizing this tool will require approval by your agency training coordinator in order for it to be accepted into your transcript. Once you have submitted all 36 hours of your required CME, your agency training coordinator will be required to submit an attestation into the system to check off that you've completed all of your CMEs. We're hoping in the future to automate this process for you, but at the moment, your agency training coordinator will need to submit this attestation in order to complete this step for you. If you find when reviewing your transcript that you've completed your hours, please contact your agency training coordinator to request that they submit this attestation on your behalf. Only your agency training coordinator can sign off for you to complete step 2. Step 3 of the REMAC Re-Credentialing process is getting your medical director verification letter. This is the same letter that you obtained today that you generally would have brought with you to the REMAC refresher exam. Instead, you're going to take this letter and upload it into the system utilizing the additional training tool. Once again, just as before, with other documents that you submit utilizing the additional training tool, your medical director letter will have to be approved by your training coordinator in order for it to be accepted into the system. Alternatively, your training coordinator may opt to submit this letter into the system on your behalf. Follow up with your agency training coordinator to verify what the process will be for your agency. And finally, step 4, as we mentioned before, is requesting REMAC liaison approval. To do this, you're going to use the events calendar. And within each month of the year, you will notice a couple listings here for REMAC renewal approval request. So we have this listed as an event, but do not worry, there's nothing that you need to attend. Simply registering for this event will prompt the REMAC liaison to review your records to ensure that you've completed all of the requirements for you to renew your New York City REMAC. So all I'll need to do here is click to register, and that will register me for this session, for this round of REMAC liaison approvals. Generally, it will take between 5 and 7 business days for the REMAC liaison to review your records and submit a response to whether or not you've been approved for your REMAC re-credentialing, or they may follow up with you if you're missing any items. Once the REMAC liaison approves you for having completed your documents, you will automatically receive your temporary letter of REMAC credentialing for 90 days. You will also receive an email from the REMSCO office should you need to complete any additional steps to get your REMAC card. This may include submitting an application along with the REMAC re-credentialing fee so that the REMAC card can be mailed to your mailing address. In the future, we are hoping to incorporate this process into the LMS itself, and we are anticipating that to be done shortly. So this step may be one that by the time you review this training, you may be able to skip. You'll know based off of the instructions that are within the REMAC approval request event itself. It will give you step-by-step instructions. That completes review of the New York City REMAC CME-based re-credentialing process. As we said, everything is being done through the LMS, so please ensure that you've been registered into the system. One thing to keep note of is to ensure that you have an agency primary affiliation. It should have been required upon your initial registration for the site. To verify your agency primary affiliation, go into your profile, and you can check your agency EMS service primary affiliation below. If your agency is not listed here, you can simply click to edit your profile and that will give you the ability to update your information. Some information you want to make sure is correct is your mailing address, as this will be the mailing address utilized to send you your REMAC card. And as we stated, your primary service affiliation. So as we can see, I am currently not affiliated. Now I'm going to do a drop down and select one of the New York City EMS services in the system to affiliate with. Again, this EMS primary affiliation will be the one that is in charge of your REMAC re-credentialing. So please ensure that you have listed your primary affiliation as the same one that you'll intend on getting your REMAC medical director letter from. If you do not affiliate appropriately, your training coordinator will not receive your training records for approval, and it may hinder your ability to renew your REMAC credentials and may slow the process. Thank you for taking the time to review the REMAC re-credentialing tutorial video. We thank you for your time and your patience as we update this process to make it more conducive to paramedic credentialing and to improve learning within the region. Should you have any questions, contact the REMSCO offices at 212-870-2301. Thank you.